A closer look at the biblical usage of the word religion will demonstrate that the word is seldom used with any positive implication, but generally has a negative connotation.
When Paul traveled to Athens, Greece, he observed an abundance of idols. Even an altar, dubbed, to an unknown god, in case they missed any. Paul stood up and declared, "Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things, ye are too superstitious." What does Paul mean by referring to their pervasive idolatry as being superstitious? Well, he well knew that it was written, technically in Psalm 115, 4-8. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not, eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not, feet have they, but they walk not, neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them, so is everyone that trusteth in them.
And the Greek word that Paul used was dizidamon, which is derived from two other Greek words, dido, meaning to fear or respect, and daimon, the word for demon. What Paul was saying was that he had observed that they had great fear, or respect for demons, and were thus very superstitious, or religious. Festus used the same Greek word to pejoratively refer to the Jewish religion, when he explained to King Agrippa that the Jews who brought charges against Paul, but had certain questions against him concerning their own superstition.
In his epistle to the Colossians, Paul was confronting the regional religionism of Asia, as well as the Judaizing religionism that constantly followed his ministry. He wanted to show the superiority of the gospel of grace in Jesus Christ over religion. In referring to the moralistic activities that religionists were attempting to impose upon the Christian believers in Colossae, Paul asks, "Why, as though living in the world, are ye subject to its ordinances, touch not, taste not, handle not?"
These things have indeed a show of wisdom and will worship, and humility and neglecting of the body, but are not in any honor against the satisfying of the flesh. The word translated, religion, is the Greek word ethalothreskia, which is a combination of two other Greek words, ethalo, meaning will, desire, delight, or pleasure, and threskia, meaning worship, or religion.
Paul is describing such moralistic religious actions as will worship of self-made religion, activities which man imposes upon himself and others, believing that such willed self-effort serves as a benefit before God in moralistic performance. Paul denies the veracity of such thinking, regarding such as mere self-made religion, and of no benefit against the selfish patterns of fleshly indulgence.
James explains, "If any man among you seem to be religious and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain." The Greek word that he uses is threskia, meaning worship or religion. Misrepresentation of the character of God, deliberate or undeliberate in our behavior, often indicates that we are engaging in vain religion.
James continues though to use threskia in a positive way when he refers to pure and undefiled religion, wherein the worship of the Lord's character is genuinely expressed in practical ministry to orphans and widows, and in the expression of the purity of the Lord's character.
In that case, genuine true Christian worship transpires as we are receptive to the activity of the Lord and express the worship of His character in our behavior. In light of the predominantly negative inferences of the word religion in the New Testament, we should avoid applying this word to true Christianity. Not now, not ever. Because it just doesn't work. People may say, "Oh, others can say that about their religions too." No, no, no. You've got to understand. We've worked the sweat out of ourselves in comparing the gospel of Christ to religion, that it is indeed safe, and reasonable, to keep them separated. And I dare say that if liberal bias uninformed undeciphering folks out there, had tried this research and comparativeness for themselves, they'd end up finding out what we've just found.